something new that I'm gonna be doing here. The testing that I love. Let's wait until some people connect to show you what I'm gonna be doing here and what I've been doing. Basically, I'm gonna be testing these cells. Let me pull one. Sorry about that. Here it is. From battery hookup. You remember those cells, guys? So I received those cells, basically. They are rated. They are. Let me start by this. It's 33,140. Is these cells, all right? Uh, and these cells, they are lithium phosphate. So basically 3.2 volts. You can see it there, and they are supposed to be able to pull 75 amps each. Um, so what I did, I put together my bus bars and all that. I put together a pack. I'm gonna show later how I build the pack. You're gonna see this. See, right now it's painted. I'm gonna show you why. See, that's the bus bar naked. So this is copper 0.2, and I welded copper to copper. Uh, Let me see. I did something weird here. I welded copper. Sorry about that. Let me connect this again. I weld this. Give me 1 second. Let me connect this correctly here because I'm gonna start the testing soon. So I welded copper to copper. I put it together basically, and this pack it's what 4S 2P right now, right? So I already charged it. Uh, these cells. So my testing is gonna be, I'm gonna be pulling. If you notice here, we have fully charged 13.67 volts. That is the internal resistance, okay? And I have all these mess connected because I'm gonna be testing. You see that this is the current. I'm gonna be pulling 40 amps for that unit and 40, almost 40 from this one. Actually, probably I'm not gonna be able to reach 40 in this one because this unit can pull only 400 watts. So I believe I can do the 40 full 40 amps from this one. So I'm gonna be pushing as hard as I can. And the reason why I paint this in black, if you notice here, is because I'm gonna be checking the temperature with my meter, my thermal camera. So in order to read correctly, it needs to have a black surface, right? So I painted all the bus bar in black and the cells as well from both sides. They're painted in black. So I'm gonna be monitoring the more accurate possible temperature in this setup, okay? I have connected this to monitor voltage. So I'm gonna be pulling, as I mentioned, the more that I can from that. So I wanna see how good can do these bus bars. Uh, you know, pulling all that current and how good does the cells under load to see if they are able to pull at least halfway, which is going to be close to 40 amps each. So all right, I'm going to be starting that now. Let me see, let's start and checking first. The current cell temperature look like they're under 30 because the room temperature is about 26 right now. If you see, let me see. I want to make sure you can see this, guys. And then the bus bars. Let me see the bus bar how they look like. Bus bar, they look like they are doing good. I'm gonna do something. Let me put the cell phone holder in a stable position so we can see this everybody without too much, me moving all this around. Let's see if we can see all the numbers here. Maybe I'm gonna need to hold the cell phone. But at the moment, let me see if I can set at least the constant. Let's see, contact current, constant voltage, IR, VR. And I need to calculate 13 times. I guess the maximum I can do here is gonna be, let me calculate something here, because I cannot pull the 40 amps completely at 12 volts. Let's start by pulling, let me see, I'm gonna do it manually. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start pulling about, let's see, let me start with 25 amps, and then I'm gonna start pulling. See, 322, one more. All right. $350, $370, $385, one more. $397 watts. And that's right now I'm pulling, let's see, 32 amps from that unit. Yep, 32 amps right now. And from this one, I'm gonna pull, let me see, I guess I can pull the full 40 amps in this unit. Constant current, let me set this. I'm gonna start with 35 to make sure I don't pass. Ooh, wait. I need to set the minimum current. 33, let me put this in probably 10, actually 9. I guess that's 9. And now I'm pulling 35. Let's see, 35, and that's 400, 36. I'm gonna pull full 40. So I'm pulling now. Let me show you guys what I'm doing. I'm pulling 71 amps out of this pack right now. 71 amps. Let's see how it's doing. So we can see here the bus bar. See I mean, it's doing great here. And that bus bar right now, it's in 48 the worst. Let me see. The cells are doing chilling. They are doing chilling. Let's see. The cable is the hot part. Yeah, the cables are in 47 degrees currently. And it's pulling 72 amps currently. Look at the bus bar. The bus bar, the worst part is in, you know what? Give me 1 second. Let me put the lens to the unit so I can read even closer. The bus bars. Look at the number. Only 40 from the bus bar. And let me see the other bus bar. 40 as well. That's great. So the cables are doing great too. This cable is probably the hottest point. 47. Let me check the cells. Pretty close. I need to read. Look at that. 30. That's nothing for these cells. Let me check the cells in the other side. You can see the numbers. They are in the 30s. That's nothing for these cells. Let me see the next one. I don't know if you can see the numbers, but they are in the 30s. That's nothing. Let's check the bus bar again. $40 is the maximum in the bus bar. The sag under 72 amps, it's only 12. Let me make sure these cables are very tight here. Uh, which one is the one that is having issue? Yeah, this cable are not. Let me see if I can put it from the top. Yeah, well, I mean, what is not reading correctly is the IR, but I don't care. I care more the voltage, 12.31. It's doing great. Let me see the bus bar again from far so we can see it better. Let me try to zoom a little bit so you can guys see better this unit. There we go. That's what I want. So the hottest point at this point is here, 62 degrees, but that's the machine where it's connecting both powers, that one and this one. I don't care in that side too much. I care here. See, the bus bar is the hottest point in here. Let me get it closer. And it's only getting 44. See, actually, it's trying to read over here. So if I put the lens, I can read closer and read the real numbers. What I care is the cells and the bus bar. There we go. I can see now very nicely the numbers. See, that's the area where is the hottest point. 44 is nothing. That's good. And the cell, see, everything is over here in the 30s. Let me see the cells itself. 35, 32. That's great numbers. That's completely cold. Completely cold. Under 71.4 amps continuously. So that's completely cold. Completely cold. And we are gonna double check with my. Let me see if this read nice. 34. Yep, accurate numbers. 32, 28, 28. I'm pointing to the black side of the cell, see? 34, 33, and now it's supposed to be in the 60 over here, close to 60. Let me see which one is the one in close to 60. One of the cables, I guess it's this side. Very high. Yep. So we have good reading. 40s. 32. So it's a good combination what I did there. Look at that. So on the cell are behaving. So I'm pulling almost 38 amps per cell, and they're supposed to be good for 75. It's doing a great job. It's doing a great job. So right now I'm pulling, if we make the math, those 12.31 times 71.4, who can make that math for me? We're pulling, I will say, like 900 watts right now, constant current. So not even the cable. Well, the cable over here, that's probably the worst part, which I see 67 somewhere in that negative cable. But I don't care because that cable is not from the battery. I know that this cable is thinnest. See, they are warm. It's the cables. They are warm, not hot, but warm. Pretty. They are warm, which is good. I mean, but the battery, this cable coming out of the battery is 8 gauge. Is just good. So I'm happy that these batteries are behaving. So this pack in the way that it's built right now, it could handle Let me show you. Come on, the camera. There we go. The package should be able to, well, based on the 75 amps per cell, since I have two in P in parallel, it should be able to, in theoretically, produce 150 amps. So we see now the copper is behaving pretty well. Pretty well. Look at that. It's just barely, you know, the two at front, which is where it's coming out, but the rest is completely cold. See, the worst part in copper is not even, it's not even 30, 32 degrees. I mean, that part that you see the reading is coming from the back. So actually, I'm gonna set up something here. Let me see something. If in the reading I tell this to go, the measurement to go spot in the center, see high low spot, let's see, or area, in that only is gonna read in that area, and I put this area only. Now it's gonna read only the area that I pointing to. So if I'm pointing to the cells, see, the worst part is gonna be 43 apparently. I mean, it's less than that probably. Bus bar is gonna be 48 the worst. That's nothing. See, 44, 40. Now the cable over there is gonna be the hot side, 61, but that's my equipment, and the cables that are pretty thin, the 10 gauge cables pulling all that current. See, so checking again, that's nothing. Let me check the other side. See, 44, buddy, 44, and it's pulling, look at the numbers, 71.4 consistency. That's great numbers. Still, we have 12.27. So now we know we have a very good setup. This is not even, I mean, warm, nothing. So next test, I have to do a setup to pull way more current than that. I'm pulling only 72 because my equipment is limited to that. I could connect another one to pull 40 more amps to go to probably 110. I guess it's gonna do good. I mean, the copper is still, I mean, copper is gonna be good up all the way to 65, almost 70 degrees. I mean, it's gonna be fine. And right now it's doing only 40. That's nothing under that current. So I'm pulling almost 900 watts. So this is a nice setup, buddy. For how much? $4 each sale. That's a gift. So now I was going to do a test. I mean, to show how good it's doing the copper to copper. I'm gonna weld one of the pieces of copper here, copper to copper, and I'm gonna try to peel it off to show how strong is the connection. I mean, I know it's strong. I mean, I tested here already, but I want to show, I mean, copper to copper. I have the video putting this pack together that I did it copper to copper using the A-Weave welders. So I'm gonna post it later because I need to edit the video, you know, to don't make it that long, and maybe speed it up. It's gonna be cool. And so you are gonna see how you can build that. So that pack, again, I painted for the science to be able to read good numbers. Same with the bus bar. I mean, it looked ugly. I painted as well to be able to read the temperature on the copper. So now I know it's 0.2 is plenty capable for this setup. So even I can go 0.3 here because I have a good welders. I can, but honestly, I don't think that is necessary. I guess 0.2 is just perfect, and you guys can do the same thing. I had to use because I went copper to copper without the nickel. Let me explain what's going on. You're gonna see the video later. When I went with pure nickel, it was sticking too much in the pans, and so I realized that was the copper was welding pretty good. So I removed completely the nickel and I went copper to copper straight. And with the flux, man, it really weld pretty well, pretty strong. I'm gonna show that how strong is welding with copper to copper. And when I say copper to copper, remember these cells, they are not nickel like the regular cells. This is copper. You need to weld only to here. That's it. This one is the negative side. This is the positive side. See, the white one is the positive and negative. So I test already, and I balance completely the pack. The pack I don't have BMS, if you notice, in that pack. So, but I have the balance, the leads. I put the cables. So what I do with this is charging like RC packs where I can put. Good lord, what I put it? It must be here. Ah, there it is. You see this unit? I connect. Let me hold it here. 1 second. Just like this, and now you can see. Come on. Let's see if you can see this. See, you can see the voltage. You can see every cell independently. Actually, technically, it's supposed to be 3 volts each, which is only 2%. I can go all the way to 2.5, 2 point. I mean, I'm not going that low because what you see maintain the. I mean, it's pulling a lot. It's keep going pulling the same. Right now, 71 amps, and that's the sag. So, see my equipment. I can go even higher. Let me go one more amps higher. I want to see this number below 400. 392. Now it's gonna be pulling more. Almost 73. Here I max 40 amps. I cannot go higher than this. This unit is pulling 461 watts. This one is pulling 392, 400. It's almost 900 watts in total. I wish I can pull more, uh, just for the test. We have long time. Let me see now the numbers in temperature. Copper is according with this 60. No, but that 60 is coming from here. Let me put like this. 59. Let me see the cells. Is that true? 50? Yep. It's like in the 50s. But remember, have a long time pulling. Let me confirm with this one. This one is reading 41. It was reading lower. 45. Let me see the cells. 50. Yeah, 50. Let's see, this one apparently is the hottest one. Well, in the inside is normal. The cable must be on fire. Let me see those cables. It must be really hot, those cables. Yeah, they're hot. It's not on fire, but they're hot. Let's see, what is the worst one? 72. 72. It's not terrible bad. And here 62, 54, 54, 64 is the worst number. But buddy, we're pulling 72.8 amps continuously. Let me make sure we're not going below the numbers. It's pulling a lot. It's barely warm. It doesn't feel hot. I mean, how long we have pulling? I need to check the. This one probably have the time. This one was the first one that I start. Doesn't have the time. That's what it's scoring pulling. Look at the other one. Well, in this one, maybe we have some times. Yeah, timing. We have 18 minutes in this unit already. That one have even more. That one probably is close to the 20 minutes pulling that hard out of this pack. Not bad, man. Not bad. So here I feel a little bit warmer in this corner. Let's see. Disconnect this with the cell phone. Anyway, we don't need this. We don't need this. I have the reading in here that is even better. 12 volts. $55, $55. That's the worst number. Let's see the bus bars. 58, 54, 57. Yeah, the positive is the worst one, which is 59, 58. Yeah, that's not hot. I mean, it's warm. Yeah, 50. It's getting to the hot side. The pack is doing good. I mean, it's warm, obviously, but let me make sure I'm not crossing the line in voltage. I mean, the pack is still. We're in the edge to stop this. 2.9 under load. So, actually, this time out because it took too long that I was. See, 70, almost 73 amps. I'm gonna stop this to protect the cells. Since they are going under 2.9. Let me shut off here. I wanna, as soon as I shut off this, I wanna see the voltage drop, how recover. I'm gonna shut off one. As the first one is off. Yeah, we have 39 amps, and I'm gonna shut off this one now. That should go to zero now. Yep, zero. And then let me see how we recover the cells under load. See, they are recovering. I mean, these cells still have voltage. I mean, they have still capacity. So, but I proved the point. I mean, it's bus bar is really good. The bus bar is with 0.2 is doing a great job. So, and the cables are handling, no problem. I mean, I can pull with, I guess I can pull much harder. Again, for short period of time. I mean, the cell can handle 150 on papers, on paper. Maybe the bus bar is gonna probably touch 70 degrees if I put push over 120 more quickly, and the cells is gonna I guess if right now they went almost to 58 degrees, the cells after 20 minutes pushing, that's not bad. I mean, pushing 70 amps, probably if we pull, for example, 120. I mean, we need to do the test again, but I mean, they obviously they are not gonna make it all the way down in that temperature. I mean, remember the 75 is the maximum. We need to check discharging completely. Probably they are happy in the 40 amps like I'm doing now, per cell. they're gonna be happy discharging at that because they're not gonna pass. I don't think they're gonna even touch 70 degrees. If I almost completely drained, so that's what I will says that is the. I mean, if you don't have to push all the way down, you can push hard. But if you have to drain the whole thing, yeah, don't pull more than what I'm doing 70 to 75 amps. Don't do more than that. Anyway, I'm pulling almost 900 something, almost close to, yeah, 900 watts right now. We can go 1000. I mean, and with 1000 you do a lot, you know. So, buddy, with how much? That's super cheap. So, um, I'm gonna be again. I have the video how we build this. I'm gonna post that later. But this testing is I want to do it, you know, because I want to see how well it was doing. Again, it's not the most accurate. I mean, it's better because I have that painted in black to see better numbers with the thermal camera, but it's still probably, I believe, in my opinion, is gonna be probably like 4 degrees off, which is not that bad. Uh, so, but depending, I'm gonna be, man, I have a lot of work to do. I still have to finish the Aventon pack tonight. I'm gonna be working with that. I need to give that to the client. Um, I'm working with this the big pack. Many people doesn't know. I'm building now a 20. This is gonna be one of 3 layers. There's gonna be 3 floors, just like this one. It's gonna be a 26S 12P pack that I'm gonna build for the client with back 45 discs. So that's gonna be 312 cells in total. So I'm still printing. I just came out with these 2 prints. Uh, I was going with another. Where I got it, man. Sorry for the mess. Where is? I don't know what I put it. Anyway, this is the second version I do. This time, the other one was like in arcs. So this one is square because I want to maintain this as flat as possible. So this side is flat. This is just put. I mean, it's not tight. I mean, it's just put it for measuring. See, the two side is closed the whole thing. So that's what I'm working with. Again, I'm gonna weld this cell. I could do that now to show you guys how strong this weld. Let's do that now. That's gonna be interesting. Let me put this here. So, you know what? I have the welder discharged, I believe. I will tell you if we can do it now. Let me turn this on. If I still have juice here, which I do, I can do it now. Okay, nice. So what I'm gonna do, let me put this back in place, shut it off, because I finished the test, and clean a little bit the area. Let me put this back. Sorry, I don't want to work with too many items. All right. Let me show you how nice is this. This is my new Fantic Dremel. Look at how cool, man. Very nice Dremel. Very compact. Yep. March is telling me something. I have to read what it is. So I'm gonna be welding. Let me get one of the bus bars that I can use here. Where is one of the bus bars? I guess I'm gonna sacrifice one of these. Okay, this one. I'm gonna use. Actually, this is cover 0.2. Yes, that's the 0.2. So this one is messed up. So I'm gonna cut that side because I'm gonna just weld one of these. Okay. So basically, Let's see how I can do this. If I have any way to hold this. Maybe here. Maybe. Maybe here. Maybe there. All right. Let's work this out. Let me see how I can do with the cell phone to do the best that I can. You guys tell me if you can see that well over there. Yep. So, how I do this? The first thing that I'm doing is just clean first, just a little bit the bus bar on top. What basically, very lightly. Look at this. I'm gonna be cleaning just a little bit the welding area. Just a little bit, just like that. Nothing crazy. Make sure it's clean. This was having alcohol, so that's good. All right. And then I'm gonna use a little touch of flux. Just a little touch. Just like that. One drop. Less than that, actually. And I'm gonna show you. Let me take the cell phone from here. I'm gonna use this A width and check the settings that I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna be using. I have a. Let me see if I can take out the. I have something here I cannot see. Okay, now. That's 700 gear. 1.3 seconds is my welding. Two pulses. 10 milliseconds the preheat and 2 milliseconds the intermediate. The intervals. So, and actually this fall. Let me put it back here. I want to make sure you can see this. I'm gonna be welding out in automatic mode. So what I'm gonna do is put in, see, this in between, right here, in between the cell, just in the center. Let me make sure it's in the center. All right. That's gonna be very difficult, uncomfortable to do. Because the cell, I'm not holding the cell. Let me see if I can find something that hold the cell for me, because this is a big cell. Let me see if I can find something that I can work comfortable. Um, Maybe not. Let's see. Yes, that's gonna help. What I'm going to do is use this clamp to keep the cell in place, okay? So it doesn't move. And make it tight. Alright, now it's not gonna move. It's gonna be on place. And I'm gonna make it in this position so I can put this like this. There we go, much better. Now, look at this. I'm gonna be welding copper to copper. Guys, let me know if you can see it. I guess you can see it well there. Let me take one first. Now the next one. Let me see. Let me move the welder a little bit so I have more slack in the cable. So I'm gonna put one here. The other one here. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's gonna take 1 second. There we go. That's one. Next one. There we go. Okay. All right. I will see how it goes. Oh, this is hot. Look at this, guys. Copper to copper. Wow. So, absolutely, it went good. Let me see how strong is that. Yep. Okay, guys, you tell me in your book how good is that? He left all the copper there. So, see the holes? That's excellent. An excellent weld. So, it works. So, you can weld the same thing. I'm using, let's see, zero point 0.2 copper to copper with that machine. Right now is in 700. Actually, the other one I did it in 600. You're gonna see the video. So pretty much that's the glitter egg 11 for the people that have the glitter in probably high mode, like 60, no, little, maybe a little, yeah, close to that. uh Let me see, yeah, like 60T, because this machine is 56 kilowatt. The glitter is 42. This one is a little bit more power, but I'm using only 600. So 60% of this machine would equal the glitter probably in 75, 75T. So in the glitter, so the people that have the glitter, you can do copper to copper. If not, you can use copper, nickel steel, and then with the nickel steel, you can weld easier with little bit less power. But if you notice again, copper to copper with these cells is just, I mean, doing what I'm telling you. Just clean a little bit. Use the flux. The flux is helping a lot with the copper to copper. So otherwise, I don't think without the flux you cannot do well copper to copper. So, and I use a little bit. You can use a little bit more, just a little bit more flux if you want. I mean, it's gonna help even more. I don't have to because I have a bunch of power in this unit. Man, I love it. For the people that doesn't know, I moved from glitter to these welders. Okay, so this one is A with P uh, 90Z, like Charlie. I have that in the store. It's a 56 point, almost 57 kilowatts. This one is a beast. I mean, both, they're beast. This one is a P120D, which is 69, almost 70 kilowatts. This one have another even different cables that they are compatible, both of them. You can control the unit with that. I'm gonna do a separate video for that. I'm not even kidding me. Signs when I don't have audio, I just enable it. How long I have talking without audio? Wow, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Let me read the comments top chat to see for how long I've been without audio, buddy. Ah, sorry about that, man. Not that long? Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks God, because I thought that I lost everything. So, again, that unit, the P120, uh, P90C. This one is the P30C, P20B, and this one is FU 20, which is the not base model, obviously. From the good ones, I mean, when I say good ones, it's powerful. The base model, that one is a 10.5 kilos, which equal like a glitter 801 the B, no, the D is as powerful as that one, as that glitter, and is cheaper than that glitter. This unit I have that in 149 in the store. So the other ones they're pricey. I have come in the P60 that I don't have is the one goes in between these two ones. They are coming 2 units and they're gonna be probably in about 2 weeks probably here. I have the new cables coming. I have the tips, replacement tips. I mean, those replacement tips are cheaper than glitter. The glitter, the one set, it costs what, $25. The replacement for this unit, I'm gonna have that in the store. I have to double check, but I guess it's gonna be between $8 and $9 the set. I mean, way cheaper, way cheaper. Let me see what you guys says. Is there a way to go and test the spot welder power claims? Um, Here's the thing: the power in these welders, in the way that this, you know how that works, right? The glitter, they claim 7,000 amps. Why? Because it's 6 volts. 6 volts times the amount of amps. When you multiply the 6 times the 7,000, is gonna give you the 42 kilowatts, right? But that's when you set it in the maximum power. Okay, this welder they works at 9 volts, higher voltage than the glitter, which that's why they allow you to carry more current, also no more power with less current because have more voltage. But when it weld, it produces the heat on the tips. Okay, so that's why they go. I mean, the big one is 69.2 kilowatts. If you multiply that number times it have almost the same. It have 60, almost 6,600 amps. That big unit by 9 volts. That is way higher than the glitter. So that's where it's coming from, all that power. How to measure that? Honestly, the only way is gonna be a very high end clamp meter that have what is called like the peak readings. I don't have one, to be honest. They're expensive, and but yeah, that's a good question to measure that. But yes, there's tools that allow you to do that. But again, based on the capacitor that they have and all that, I trust the numbers, and I feel it. I'm telling you. I mean, welding this, I'm gonna put together like a setup with different um, thickness of copper combination in one set. So we don't have to make a very long video and test one by one to show you what they are capable to do. The most important part is not only, I mean, the reason why I'm moving from welders, maybe I'm repeating this again, is because glitter, I mean, some people are having issues, and don't get me wrong, I mean, any equipment can have issues. My problem is the warranty. My problem is that glitter lately has been crying too much the warranties. So, and if you check the groups, we have, for example, we have this guy from Texas, my goodness, forget your name, buddy. Oh my, Roberto. He just bought a glitter. He just bought a glitter 811, and he was having issues with one of the side that is sticking more. And I give him my advice, and he's still doing it. When that happened, is most likely the PCB. And I seen that with brand new units. Again, it can happen. I mean, with the glitters, I seen that before. But I mean, my point is, this guy, for the manager from glitter, if you don't cry the warranty, I have no problem with that. I mean, if you have a faulty unit and I give him a call, hey buddy, I have a bad unit, give us warranty. Don't start. I mean, especially with the Other clients, because with me I don't have too much problem with him. He know that I know a little bit. So, and when I tell him, hey, we have a bad unit, he with me doesn't. Yes, he asks question. What is doing? What is this? Even with me, and when I'm telling him, buddy, I troubleshoot everything that we know that can be the problem. So, uh, but when they keep going crying the warranties, I mean, I get mad because especially with clients that they tell me, hey, they don't wanna, they're asking for a bunch of video, they're asking, they know they have an issue, they know they have an issue. Give warranty. I mean, if you have a machine and it's having issue, give warranty. It's under the year. Stop crying that. And on top of that, I don't call, when I say I call him, I don't call him. I mean, he's a Chinese. I don't speak Chinese. It's by email. All this is over emails. The problem is that it take to him to respond. It take 4 days, 5 days, and then the back and forward can take weeks until they decide. Okay, I'm gonna send you a replacement board, and then that take like a month to 5 weeks. You know, so by the problem is when you are down, you're gonna take too long. So and I'm like moving away of that first of all, and I was looking for a better welder. And when I say better, is the glitter again is a great welder, but it lack from, for example, automatic welding. It lack from timing. You cannot change the timing, so it's just half second, 0.5, and that's it. So I don't use personally the automatic welding, which I like it a lot. Can you test with the inrush current? Yeah, the problem is that my inrush in my equipment is only 2000 amps. The inrush. These equipments, they are limited. My clamps to 2000, but in 2000 is nothing for welders. My other clamp is as well 2000. So to test this, we really need to find a clamp meter that can read in rush with very high numbers. You know what I mean? See, because if you make the number 2000 is what the well, not even the keywell can do 2000. The keywell with the keycaps, it makes 1800. All right. So that's the keywell. But think about it. Even the glitter 801H, it does 3500 amps. Uh, think about it. The glitter 811, it's 7000. So these welders, they're in 6600 something amps, not as high as the glitter, but because I have more voltage, it does more kilowatts. And then the thing is, with higher voltage, you can carry the power through thicker cables. I mean, from thinner cables. So you can. That's why their cables are a little bit. They're still 25 millimeters. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Uh, and the new cables, they have a very nice IR, really nice IR. Again, the glitter have a better IR, but this one is not far. I'm talking this just not too much difference. And I mean, these welders, they have double pulse, triple pulse if you want. Let me put it here so I can show you what I'm talking about. Let me turn it on. I guess if I shut off this light on top, we have less glare. I know I have a lot of light here, so let me show you. See, here we have the automatic mode. We have preheat. The preheat, what it does is remove the oxidation from the cable. We have the intermediate when how fast it's gonna shoot again when we use double pulls. I'm using double pulls, so it shoot twice. When I weld one, it's welding twice. And then this is the trigger time from the automatic, and this one is the gear, which let me see if you guys can see the gear. right now 700 out of 999. So it's not only this. I mean, this. I mean, let's see if I can move the menus from here. So, oops. Let's see here. See, you have multiple. You can change the language. You can control the audio, the intervals, and the. Let's see if I can. Here. No, that one. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm with one hand in the cell phone and one English. Now let me. Is the next button? Come on. See, well, I passed it. The screen brightness, you can change that. You can rotate the screen. You can put a timeout. See, mine is gonna shut off in 8 minutes if I don't touch it. Then you can reset to factory or go back to main menu. See, so let me go back to that's languages. Look at all the languages that they have. Spanish. I mean, Italian. Let me put it back in English. So, come on. What is the bottom here? I'm looking by the cell phone. Sorry. It's kind of difficult there. Going back to here. See, I keep going changing the languages. Okay. Return to the main menu. Then here. Let me. Oh. I'm looking by the screen, sorry, by the cell phone. All right, it's back to the main menu. So if I leave it like that, it's gonna shut off in its own. I like to leave it like that, to be honest. Let me turn back this on. It's shut off in his own. I mean, I really nice welder. The other one does the same thing. The smallest one, I mean, they do exactly the same thing. It's just they are smaller welders. Again, very capable. I'm gonna test each one of them. I'm gonna make videos checking and telling you what is the maximum capacity that you can do with every one of them. Again, nice part, I mean, not only the technology that they have is the warranty. They have a really good warranty. So I'm gonna be providing those first 30 days. But again, after the 30 days, I mean, I'm gonna hook you up with the factory. So you can contact the factory, have all the numbers, and they will give you any warranty. I'm working. I don't want to say it yet. I mean that I can do it, but I'm working to me get be able to provide even the warranties. The thing is, I talk to them to see how I can do that. Normally, they says, well, normally it's our engineers who decide. But if you check in their website, they say it. They says if you are under the year, I mean, of warranty, and you have any problem, they replace the whole unit. I mean, that confident they are. So when I hear all the goodies and all that, I mean, that give me confidence. I mean, and they don't cry the warranty. So that's why I'm moving to those welders. I mean, so man, they're doing great job. Look at that copper to copper. Look at that copper to copper, buddy. Again, whoever is interested in those cells, I don't sell those cells. That's battery hookup. Buddy, look at the price. Brand new cells. They have even the one that are dent with little dents or scratched. I bought 25 of those because it's $3, $1 less. I mean, and I know how that works. I mean, I don't care. One scratch, who cares? Look at that. I just paint brand new ones. I mean, for the love of science, I just paint them to make sure, I mean, they are doing okay for you guys. Because I don't want to recommend something that I haven't tested. And, to test my bus bar. To test, see, this is how the bus bar looks like. Let me show you. Oops, I'm touching something. Let me disconnect this. I want to avoid touch something and I should not. Let me use the other hand. Okay. Now it's this fully disconnected. So this side is obviously it's not painted. This is how I'm doing. See, copper to copper with my bus bars. So I put the brand here. So I designed the bus bar, guys. I designed these bus bars. So what I do not design was the tray. That's a tray from somebody else that I'm using, and it's working pretty good. And then once you finish, and I have everything ready to go, dial out, I put the cap, and I will use this. I have to print more of this, so I put it in between. So, and that's in my bus bar. That's how I weld it. See. So, and I put a QSA because I'm going to push maybe 150. So I want to make sure I have good current. So, so far, apparently it's gonna do it. It's doing good. The first charge, this combination is supposed to be 30 amps hour. I got 27.5 amps hour, but remember that was not completely fully drained, which matched the number, the 30 amps hour. I mean, the cells I can tell. I feel confident they are new. Yeah, they are new, just like battery hookup says. So if someone is interested, I mean, I was not going to do that because I don't sell those cells. But if anyone need the let me show you the bus bars with uh let me see, let me put my glasses because I'm old. So let me show you my website. I maybe can pin that here. Let me see, let me pin that here. I believe I can do it from here. Tag a product, I guess. Oh, I guess I got it here, guys. Let me show you something that I just learned. Look at this guy. Tell me if you can see that, guys. I clicked this card. Tell me, you guys, if you can see that tag. Tag. You can see that, guys? Save. You can see it? And the nice. Anyway, in the website, if you go to my website, you can go here in battery packs. I guess that it got it in battery packs. And here I have the first one, that one. See, that's the bus bars. I put it already. I'm gonna, give you the full ball. I'm gonna provide you instead to pure nickel. I'm gonna use the nickel steel because you're gonna see my video why I'm gonna decide nickel steel if you wanna do it with nickel steel, or or you can go just with the pure copper like I did. I went with pure copper. So that's the bus bar that I built it for. I mean, and I have this price in here. You are here in YouTube. If you are one of my subscribers from my membership, uh, I'm gonna hook you up. And the guys that are in the membership, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm gonna hook you up. If you are not, I mean, I'm gonna give you that for 19.99. I mean, the boss bars. Make the boss bar and send that to you. 0.2 copper. Hey, that do not include the case. I mean, I'm gonna provide you. You can print your case. If not, let me know. You throw me $10 and I print the case for you because hey, that doesn't pay the hours that I take printing that and material. I mean, that's a gift, believe me. Uh, but it's, you cannot print. You can print that. I provide you where you can download it and print it by yourself and use my boss boards. If not, again, 19.99 in the website you have it for 24. Send me a message first if you are gonna buy and you are in YouTube. You're gonna buy from me. Buddy, my bamboo is coming on Wednesday. But I'm so sad, and I will tell you why. I'm really, I'm like, I want to take out my hair, but I don't have. I just pay you guys. You know how much I pay for the freaking bamboo? $2,400 for the bamboo. Can you believe the bamboo in 2 days from today? They are celebrating the bamboo 1 year, and they are gonna have the same one that I paid 2,400 in 19 and in $2,000. It's 400 less than what I pay for it. Right now, I send an email to Bamboo saying, "Hey, I haven't received the printer. You just put it $400 cheaper. Are you gonna honor me the price, or I'm gonna return the printer? I'm not gonna even open that to return it and then exchange that for the one with laser, because it's gonna be the same price that I pay for it." So let's see what this says. If they says, okay, we're gonna give you, hey, I accept, even send me $400 in. Yeah, they should. But even I am willing to accept. Send me $400 worth in ABS, in the bamboo ABS filament, because that's the filament that I use for printing battery trays. ABS. If they do that, send me $400 worth. I take it. If not, give me the discount. If not, I return the printer and get the same printer with the laser built in. That from 2,800 is gonna cost me what I pay for it. 2,400, the one with the laser. I was not going to buy the one with the laser because I have a laser already. You guys know I have my laser, and this one is 100 watts. The best bamboo come only with 40 watts, and the base laser model is 10 watts, which is the one that I'm interested in, the base model. The reason why is because if I want to do engravements with my laser, I'm limited to 180 millimeters. Correct. They both do engravements. Okay. Mine does engravement. The other, the difference is mine cut copper or metals. That the other one do not. But I don't want the other one for cut metals. I want the other one for make like graphic engravements and stuff like that. So the other one, I you can go to 325 millimeters. I can't do that with mine. Mine is only 180. I mean, so that's the only reason why I'm interested in that laser. So, but if they match me the price, I mean, if they send me the 400, I keep the one that I ordered. If they send me the $400 worth in ABS, I receive the ABS. But if they make me return the printer, I'm gonna return and get the one with the laser. That is $400. Not $400 more with the with the offer that they have, which is the same one, the same money that I pay. In my case, is gonna be return, reorder, and get it back. So basically, I don't know if I'm gonna lose the shipping. Probably like $80, but it's still worth it. I mean, losing that money. So, um, look at this. I'm working now. I have to clean this. That was one that I was printing. Every time I print, I need to clean the bed. So this one, I put a new enclosure. If you notice, that's my Ender 5 Max, which now I have a new enclosure to maintain temperature. What I'm doing right now, because I print something, and this, see the top one, this top one was printed with my Cobra. The bottom one was printed with the Ender, which, look at the Ender, the kind of job that did. I'm not very happy with the Ender. I mean, now I'm calibrating again. I'm calibrating again the Ender. And I have coming next week a new bed for the Ender, a full aluminum solid bed, plus the heater, the full kit. Man, $250 in the kit. If with that freaking kit, I don't fix this printer to be able to print very stable, I don't know. I may return that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that printer. The thing is, I have all this other printer. I'm gonna be selling this printer. This is my K1. I'm not using it because first, that bed, I need to change the bed. This is old already. I mean, it's just when I say the bed is this. You buy a new one, you put it. That's like 20 something dollars. Anyway, that's too small. Right now I'm making big batteries, and that's too small for me. That's only 300, which is big. Don't get me wrong, 300 millimeters is big. But when you compare with this beast, 420, that one is 400. I have the bamboo coming. The bamboo is 325. 325 by 350. So I can do 350 by one side, which is good enough for me. I don't make completely square batteries. So the bamboo is gonna be 350. But, but it's double nozzle, which allow me to print even in colors without have to make poop. I don't know you know what I'm talking with poop. Let me teach you that. This printer can print in colors. See, I have different colors. The problem is because these have only one nozzle. Every time that you need to change color, it need to go and poop. That is what we call poop. That's what we call poop. Actually, I make this to catch all the poop because normally that throw it to the floor. And sometimes even I may have some poop, see, some poop on the floor because sometimes doesn't catch all the way. See, I have some poops that sometimes doesn't catch it here. So most of them they are catching here. So every time that you change color, the printer have to release the color that have here, that's the poop, to clean the like the bin and then charge the other color. Well, guess what? The bamboo now have two nozzles, so it can print two colors without poop. Now, if you print on more than two colors, you have to poop. I mean, we call it that poop. So, and the more colors you use in one print, the more poop that need to and poop you lose. That's a loose material. I wish, and I heard there is a machine that you can take all your poops, put it together, and then they melt it again in one filament. That must be expensive, and I guess that exists. I mean, so that will save you a lot of filament. So, but in my case, for the batteries, pre multiple filament also. Yes, yes, man. I mean, the bamboo is a beast. The good in the bamboo, the good in the is more than that's almost an industrial printer. I mean, that's why it's expensive. It's gonna be more. Hey, it's not that it's not gonna fail. You're gonna. I mean, a printer with a filament that is not calibrated. And when I say calibrated, if you are new in the printers, well, this guy know about printers. Every freaking brand with a different model of filament, each filament need to be calibrated. When I say calibrated, you need to calibrate the temperature. You need to calibrate the flow rate, how fast. I mean, is releasing. I mean, you need to calibrate. Yeah, flow rate, temperature. There is a bunch of calibration that you need to do to make perfect prints, man. Buddy, right now, I'm sticking to the ABS from Just Maker. Just Maker does a very good ABS, and when I make mine, yes, it's a lot of tuning, man. That's I mean, with a different bed. When you change the bed, it's another tuning. So in the printer, the temperature is very sensible. And on top of that, you need to dry the filament. You need to dry the filament. So I have dryers like that one is a dryer with dual. I can put two rolls to dry there based on the filament. If it's ABS, it's a temperature. If it's PG, it's another temperature. If it's PLA, it's another temperature. I don't use PLA. PLA is the easiest filament to print, but for batteries, you don't want to use PLA because it's low temperature. So if you have a battery that they heat up to 80 degrees, it's gonna melt your ABS. The new arms is a dryer. Oh yes, yes. The new the bamboo have dryer. This you need, man. This printer, I really recommend this printer. This printer is not only that it's dryer as well. See, I have this is ABS from Just Maker, ABS from Anycubic. This is PG and PG. I mean, both of them. And the reason why I have two colors is because that's what I use to print you guys know that, and let me try where I have one. Trying to find where I have one. Okay, this. You see this? The battery holders with the DIY 100 amp. I print that in my own. And you guys know when you buy some of them, see, I print even this in colors. So sometime randomly, when you guys buy batteries from me, things that many people doesn't know, and I don't announce that, you get two things. You get the batteries sometimes in these cases that I sell these cases as well, but when you buy batteries, for example, and the reason why I don't announce that, I'm gonna tell you why. The reason is because if you buy, for example, less than 30 batteries or less than 40 batteries, I include that, I mean, for free, which doesn't make sense, right? But the thing is, each one of those, it costs, buddy, I sell that for 45 cents. Each one of those, obviously, it costs me a little bit less than that to me, obviously. But I have to include the battery with something safe for shipping. I cannot send you the batteries. I mean, just in, it must be safe to ship that. I give away that for free. I mean, even when I have a cheaper shipping than anybody else, you can check with anybody you want battery hookup. You can check with 18650. I don't make money in shipping. In top of that, I give you that for free because I have to make sure your battery make it safe. Okay, when I have a chance and you buy a big amount of batteries and I have available, I include, sorry, I include the battery sometime in the original tray. See how they are coming. So that's better for me because I don't have to include that, and I mean, it's money that I lose. So, and actually it's easier to prepare and easier to ship. I mean, even when it's more expensive, because if it's a bigger box, I mean, so, but I don't want to, most of the time I ship it with the most of, let me put it in that way, most of the time I ship it with the plastic containers. Many people doesn't know that until you receive my shipping. And on top of that, I mean, randomly, and many people know, I give you something. I always send you a gift. Some people receive extra batteries. I mean, and there are a few witnesses here that maybe they can tell you. Sometimes I include you one, two, three, depend. For example, the other day, who was? They bought 180 bags, and I send him three extras, and I tell him, buddy, take these three extras as a gift in case something goes wrong when you are welding. If you damage something, that's a gift from me. Hey, I don't do that all the time. I mean, I do that randomly because if I do that all the time, I'm gonna be in zero profit. You know what I mean? Even when I'm super low in profit, I cannot do it all the time, but I do it randomly. Or I include you those trays, the one that I print with DIY 500 amp. I include you that's very often that I do that. Or I send you something. I always send something extra. To the good customers. See, you receive an extra JP40. Yeah. So I do that very often. And, with customers. And, it's just my way to say thank you. Yeah, man, it's my way to say thank you. I mean, I know, hey, no, I cannot say the other people doesn't do that because, for example, like 18650, I used to be their customers, and like 18650, they give you one exam blue moon like a flashlight. Yeah, that's something that they do, and I like it. I appreciate that. I mean, back then. And I was going to do something similar, but I was like, you know what? I want to be different. I don't want to copy somebody else. So I want to do something. I mean, and even sometimes I write notes. I mean, to my customers. So and I like to do with my customer like a friendship. Treatment. Like, I mean, know what projects you are working with. I mean, hey, and I have a lot. I have many people that are waiting some time for me to help them with something, and I want to let you know, I have a lot. I mean, I have a bunch of people that I'm trying to help at the same time. But at the same time, remember, I have a family and I have the business that I'm running. I'm doing projects. Believe me, I wake up every day at 4 a.m. and I go bed late. When I say late, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and I sleep barely 4 hours, you know. But hey, don't get me wrong, I enjoy what I'm doing. I enjoy helping people. As long as I have the time, I will keep going doing the same. So I really enjoy doing this. Right now, look at the project that I'm working with. I don't sell those batteries. Buddy, I don't sell that. That's battery hookup who sell that. But I wanna, for example, Benjamin told me about that he wanna make it work, and I helping. I mean, and guess what? I like it. I said, you know what? I'm gonna order for me as well. Um, yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying, buddy. Yeah, Bradley, I'm trying. But the problem is that I like it. I like it. I really like what I'm doing. So it's a good burn. Let me put it in that way. I know I'm burning myself, but it's a good burn because I'm enjoying. And but at this, I'm putting priorities. I have to finish that Aventon pack right now. I have to finish another one for my goodness, buddy. I forget the name. It's too many names. And the big battery pack I have to finish. I have another one that I have to finish by tomorrow. The one from the mobile scooter, that is, I haven't even opened the pack. It's there. I have to finish that by tomorrow and ship it tomorrow. Well, ship it on Monday, but finish that tomorrow. Um, so I'm trying to cover everybody. And I have people, for example, waiting for me to help them with bus bar. They are making bus bars, not me. They are doing it, but they want to know if they're well done. So I have to do the calculation and all that. So I'm gonna help them with that. Get some help when I can afford to do that. Yeah, I'm trying to convince my wife. I mean, my wife is busy. She have a business too. Again, we have small business. I mean, it's just a little income. I mean, it's nothing. She make paints. She paint and then she sell that in Etsy. So, but she paint a lot. So, and but she's accountant at the same time. Yes, sir. Another busy Benji, buddy. Hey, thank you for the information that you gave me. So, checking for the information that you gave me, you remember from the Molicel M65 that I passed that too much, and you know the story. But then I get the information from the Molicel P60B. People doesn't know I post information about that cell. I got the data sheet that it's not official data sheet because it's not doesn't have a revision number, official revision number, and I guess even much I passed that too much found even mistakes in that typos. But I posted in the YouTube post for members. Again, I post some stuff for the members. I mean, and the people that pay basically. I have one for what is $3 or $2, and the other one, I mean, $5. Anyway, I put the same information from both. I mean, for both, and again, good tips. If I have videos with stuff specifically, is for my members. I mean, many of them. Again, I give away a bunch of information for non-members, but I mean, I need to give something extra to my members to treat them. Not only that, I treat them in another ways. They know what I'm talking about. Uh, yes, sir. P60B samples are coming to me. Yep. I talked to a good contact. That was the one who gave me the data sheet that nobody has. That he gave me that, and he promised he's gonna give me the full data sheet, but not just the short version, the full version. I'm gonna get it soon, and he says he's gonna send me the samples. He says I'm gonna get the samples soon. I'm gonna forward that to you. So as soon as I get the samples, Much, you know how I am, buddy. If you are here in the channel, I don't know, he's in the chat right now. Let me see if I can see the people. Let me give me 1 second. Let me open the chat in YouTube and see who is online because I'm not reading the chat at the moment. Give me 1 second. So because that's gonna help me. Let me switch accounts to this one. Give me 1 second here, and now I can go to 500 amp, and I can rate myself. Yep. Now I'm looking myself, but okay. Now I see the people that are online. Ah, Patrick is online. Benji. Let me see. Yeah. Let me see. Much is not here, but I know he was here earlier. Rick D, do you deal with lipo punch cells? I used to. I used to work with lipos back when I was in the hobby with the airplanes. I mean, and I've been in airplanes for 20 plus years. That's how I work with batteries because I have maybe 25, something like that, years working with airplanes, helicopters, and all that. I mean, drones. Actually, I have another channel that is called Drone Surf before I have this one. And anyway, yes, I used to work with lipos and punch cells, which is pretty much to explain something many people doesn't know. Punch cell basically is a style. Many people call lipo is just a chemistry. Punch cells is the style of cell, which the lipo is a type of punch cell. Punch cell is a soft shell that is gonna be usually is flat, long, and soft. That's a punch cell. But many people doesn't know. Lipo is the chemistry for lithium phosphate, right? Lithium polymer. That's lipo. But punch cell can be it's considered a lipo. Nuclear enrichment facility total arbitrary. It could be even it could be lithium ion. It can be in that style, punch cell. There are many different chemistry that can be in punch cell style, and that's why different voltage in punch cells. So the what is punch cell is that it's a soft shell. So that's the one. They are dangerous. Why? Because it's soft. It's easy, very propense to be punched. So, and yes, I used to work with them. They're different because some of them they have aluminum tabs. So some of them can be spot weld. Some of them they need to be weld with with solder iron to put it together. It depends. Yeah. So, but currently, no, I'm not doing packs with punch cells currently. Uh, First, because they are big. I mean, it's gonna be bigger. Contact anything about samples? No, I haven't had. But as soon as I get that, the thing is, Molicel came out of nowhere with those M65 body. Uh, because it's not Molicel only. I mean, Molicel have it in the website, but what they are not saying is a combination of working together, Molicel and 10 Power. 10 Power, those two companies, they joined forces to make that Molicel M65, which is 6400 milliamps with a maximum discharging, I believe is 25 amps, is that one? If I'm not mixing cells. But it's temp cut. It's temp cut. But 6400 milliamps. Are you kidding me? 6400 milliamps. That's insane. That's good. I want to see that. I mean, that's a lot. So I don't remember, man. I have to check the data sheet for the. I'm confusing that cell with the P60. Probably numbers. Look like interesting. Throw is 25 and continuous. Yeah. The 20. Well, the 25 amps continuously, I believe is it's not continuously. First of all, it's not continuously. Uh, that's a peak. Check it out. Well, it's a peak. The continuous, I don't want to say numbers that I'm not sure, but it's way lower than that. The continuous number is lower than that. That's what they say in the data sheet. I need to double check that. Okay, I need to double check that. Maybe I'm confusing with the P60 numbers, but I know one of them. There is not continuous 25. It's less than that. But again, I guess if that one is 25 amps continuously. No, actually, I remember now one. It's not even 20. I guess it's 26. Check it out. I guess it's 26. Check it out. Because the other cell that was continuous, I guess, yeah, probably is 26. And if that's the one that is 64, buddy, that's like in the. Yeah, 26. That's the one. Yeah. Buddy, I want to see that cell. That's going to be cool. That's going to be cool. Again, I mean, this is it's changing so quickly. I love it. I love it. It's changing very quickly, and the more competition, the better for us. The more options, the better pricing, and all that, man. I really like it. How everything is going. So, all right, man. I'm gonna be posting the video how we put together that battery. I have to still to edit because it's a long video, and I wanna cut the voting part or make it faster. Let's see. You receive a message from a customer. Someone is asking me something. Richard, I guess that is in the store right now. He's asking me something. Uh, I get stuff like that in my cell phone. I have an app that when you go to my store and you go to the chat in the store, that goes straight to my cell phone like a text message. So you're talking to me. It's not AI. I mean, some of the answer are maybe you like we're gonna get back to you quickly or something like that. That's AI, but I get the real message and I respond by my own. So if the people doesn't know, go to my store in the chat, send me a message. I get that to my cell phone straight. Uh, yes, man. Here's the thing. The thing is going so fast that they're making an announcement. They don't have even the sales, and then they make another announcement and another announcement, and the sale doesn't make it yet. Like the P50B, I mean the 50PL, the EV that everybody wants that is in pre-order in my website, that is arriving on 24th to the California port. Depending on custom, I'm gonna get it by the end of the month or the first week, or hopefully by the first week of the next month. The worst. I mean, but it's coming. It's coming. The 50PL is coming. And the thing is, that was announced back in when? You remember, guys? February was or January, and look at that. I'm I'm the first one, and I feel proud of that. The first one getting that in the U.S. to resell that. And honestly, not many people are gonna be able to touch it because most of them they are already sold in pre-orders. So, and the next batch, and as I mentioned in other videos, is coming. I mean, I can buy it by the end of hopefully by the end of August. But you know what's happened, Benji? I every day, and not only once, multiple times a day, checking everywhere, contacting people. Can you direct ship from your suppliers? I can. I do that sometimes for UK and other countries directly from my suppliers. The problem is that that cell doesn't exist right now. The problem is that I get all the samples available. I have a contact that is able to contact all the samples and grab it. I grab all the samples, all of them, believe me, that was available, and I bought it. All the samples that was in the market. That's how I got it first. So I get all when I say samples, that was the last pre-production samples, which is the same as the production numbers. You're gonna see it's the same cells. So that's how I got it. So, but that the actual production again, the first batch is by the end of August, almost September. That's when we can buy it if they don't have any delay. So that's when I can buy it. Then you need to put on top of that 40 to 45 days from shipping until I get it. So the one that are arriving to me probably in 2 weeks of less, I bought that like 1 month and a half ago. I almost bought that. So and now finally they're arriving. So it's a delay. So if I buy by the end of August, probably by November we're not gonna see those sales by November or December if they have any delay. Okay, that's how it works. So when the people ask, can we buy a 50 PL? Maybe, maybe. I mean, any leftover that I have, and then there's gonna disappear. Buddy, put put your mind on another cell that is not the 50 PL, but because you're gonna get frustrated. Okay, I will say back 45 days is the next option, which is excellent cell. I mean, it's available. I mean, and what else? JP 40. I'm not gonna bring too many JP 40s now because they are going higher in pricing, and the 50 PL, the 40 PL is going lower. And I'm gonna bring. I have 40 PL coming, and it's gonna be. I mean, once I finish these ones, I'm gonna lower the price. Once, wait, but I need to wait until that's coming probably in about 1 month more. So I'm gonna decrease the price in the 40 PLs. So because it's gonna be considerable cheaper than a JP40. When I say considerable, it's gonna be probably almost $2 cheaper because JP40 now is going higher because Ampes they are like greedy and they are going higher in price. So I'm not gonna bring that anymore because right now the JP40 is almost what $7, and now is the next one are gonna be $8, $9. Forget about that. Don't buy that. The 40 PL is almost the same sale. Almost when I say you cannot tell. It's only in testing equipment that you can tell that the 50 PL, 40 JP40 give a little bit more power. Hey, and I'm talking between 30 to 70 amps because the people that are in March Patreon, he did a test at 100 amps, and the 40 PL did better than the JP40, the 40 PL in 100 amps. But again, the cell is not made for 100. It's, I mean, yes, it can peak 140 actually. With P50V sample coming, any luck convincing back to get the sample? I'm doing exactly the same. I'm talking not only that, back half coming, back 30D, which is gonna compete with the JP30 and the other cells. Back half coming the 50D and back half coming the 60D. I guess I'm gonna get samples from 50D. 60D is too far away yet, but 30D and 50D, I'm doing my best. I mean, I'm doing my best. I mean, I don't want to say more, but I wanna with that one, I don't know yet, but with the Molicel P60D, yes, I have confirmation. So that one is coming. So as well with the P50, the 50 PL are coming the JP30s. I have almost 1,000 JP30 coming, and I have as well coming. Is the same batch? It's gonna be probably in the same weeks. I have coming almost 600 EV58E that nobody else has it. 58E is coming as well. Probably that's gonna be probably two to 3 weeks here. I have that. They are coming already. I mean, more than almost a month ago. They're on the on the ocean already. So I'm gonna have a bunch of sales, man. Different sales, and I'm trying to bring the people that know. You know what I do? I don't bring a cell that I don't know. I'm talking when I bring a cell, it's because I tested already. See, that's the samples from the 50 AE. It's a great cell. Much already tested. This is a great cell. That's the one that I have coming. Uh, these one are the 50 PL. I have I have few 50 PLs. uh, JP40s, you name it, bags from the first version, second versions. Um, the JP30 is an amazing cell. Where is my JP30s? JP30s. I mean, I'm not selling you something that haven't been tested. I test first the cells, and let me tell you what I do. When I have a supplier that they dedicate to get the first than everybody else the cells, they provide me that to me. I tell them cheap me that by air, buddy. Literally, I pay $100 to get the cells shipped first to me, and when I get only quite a few, like 10, and then I send that to Much, some of them, and then I keep the other ones as well for testing. But that's not for sale. That's not for sale. I those ones like I did the same thing with the JP with the 50PL. I tested first, and my idea I sold some of them because I get 50 for testing. I was not going to sell those cells. The people know that. And I pay a lot of money in shipping and all that to get it first. And I pay a lot of money for the sales because I want to test it. I love the numbers that I seen in the data sheet, and I need to test those sales. Why I do it in that way? Because I want to test that first on nobody else. Why? Because if it's a good sale and I test that it's a good sale, I want to bring that first on nobody else as well. So, and that way I know what I'm gonna be selling. If they tested good, I bring it. If they tested bad, I don't bring that. I don't bring something that is not tested as good. And again, I send that to Much. I mean, Much confirm my numbers again in my testing. Sometimes I have discrepancies because especially for the temperature, because I don't have the same equipment. Well, I don't. I was not having some of the equipment that Much have, and now I do. I have the same. I mean, good thermometer with thermocouples and stuff like that that I can match pretty good. And my numbers are. I don't want to say this like Much because Much. I mean, he put a lot, but I'm not far. Let me put it in that way. I'm not far. I mean making my testing, I get comparable results. Let me put it in that way. Comparable results. But I honestly, Much is Much. Much have 20 plus. I guess more than that. Probably almost 30 years doing this. So I mean, if you want precision, go to that Much, man. Send me an email. I give you. I have purchased. I bought from Much 1 month free for you guys. So I pay for that. Anybody that won that claim that month, send me an email or a message, and I send you the link, and you can claim the month, and you can go and see the full Patreon for 1 month. After that, buddies, hey, $2 only monthly. More than that cost a coffee or a chocolate. I mean, and you're gonna learn a lot. If you are here still, those 8 people that are online, is because you like this. You're gonna get a bunch of value from Much. I mean, hey, again, it's free. I'm gonna send you the link. I mean, I already celebrating the 5,000 subscribers in the group in Facebook, and we are almost 8,000 already. I mean 6,000 already, and I was celebrating 5,000. So it's growing very fast. Okay, um, buddy, I appreciate all you guys that are still in here, uh, supporting me. Let me see. When I join Much Patreon, I don't think that will be, but I would. Man, it's worth it. I mean, it worth. Not only that, it's not only see what you are looking. You can ask too much anything. I mean, well, I mean, you guys know Much is even in my group. Um, and he sometimes answer questions. I mean, I believe me, he's gonna answer the toughest one. Or if we ask him, I mean, he will give his opinion. But honestly, Much is a very busy guy. Much is a very busy guy. Even me, I mean, we have a kind of friendship. I considered that, and I try to don't bother him. But if I have a question, I ask him. We share information. And but the best way to do it is in Patreon, man. Exactly. I don't know how much you get out of it. Yeah, man. In Patreon, you're paying for that service. Basically, Much is very fast and dedicated to his Patreon. If you have any question, I can help you, but I'm not. Hey, Much is a goat. I mean, I don't know many things very specific, like for cell alliations or very, very, very technical stuff. I'm not there yet. I'm honest. I mean, I'm not there yet. I know a little bit, but I'm not there yet. I mean, Much is the goat on that. In the group, Steven is very good. Uh, I don't want to leave people out, but I mean, I know. Oh my God, Peter is really good. We have a bunch of people. We have a bunch of people that they know more than me, and I have to say it in that way. I mean, I'm a noob next to some of them. Uh, yeah. So sorry, that was somebody sending me a message. So and again, and I do. Hey, I learn every day. I learn every day from Much, from many people reading, and from mistakes. I mean, that's the way that I learn the most, making mistakes. Okay, and everybody is human. I mean, and the one that doesn't make mistake, I mean, throw the first, you know, like Jesus says. So I mean, that's how we learn. I mean, and I in the group I share my builds. Sometimes someone show up and say, hey, there is a better way to do this, or that is wrong, and they tell me, buddy, I learned from that, and I appreciate that. Any positive, negative problem, I hear everything. I mean, so when I know someone is saying something that in my opinion, or I know in fact that is wrong, I try to correct them. Sometimes they don't agree with, and I leave it like that. So I respect everybody's opinion. Sometime. I mean, when they correct me something, I learn something new. Guess what? I learned something, and I'm happy for that. So again, I mean, we do the best. We do the best. I mean, and I guess it's a nice thing when you share things, even if you are scared, because many people doesn't want to share things because they're scared to have somebody in Facebook. Always, you're gonna have somebody who's gonna say something. Take it. Take it. I mean, maybe you will learn something new. And I mean, the people that doesn't share things, I mean, they're losing that opportunity from learn something new. So I mean, again, don't be afraid to show something because you're scared to have somebody saying something. I don't care. I don't care if I'm wrong. I'm wrong. No problem with that. I mean, no problem with that. Guess what? I learned something. If I'm wrong, I mean, and many times I'm wrong. Don't get me wrong. Many times I'm wrong. But I learn from that. I learn from that, and every time I'm trying to be less wrong. That's the good part. I mean, I try. I'm doing my best. I mean, and I'm not saying I'm not wrong. Again, I'm gonna be wrong. I mean, I'm human. Everybody's human. So, but when you get the more experience you get, the better you're gonna get. I mean, and again for the sales, I mean information, March, Pat there. I mean, all these guys they're amazing. They're amazing. 30 plus year, buddy. You cannot beat that. Exactly. As buddy, always is a best way to do something. It's just that you haven't discovered, and that's what I learn every day. Every day I try to reinvent the way that I do things. Um, every day I try to get the best tools. Uh, I see many people posting in other groups, talk, hey, how there is the best way that I can do this with this amount of money, because I need to. They put it like this: I need to do 100 packs, buddy. If you're gonna have to make 100 packs, get the best tool that you can, because you want to do the best from you. I mean, don't be cheap. I hate to say it in that way. Don't be cheap. I mean, again, Yeah, man, do the best. We're not able to get 50 PL sample from Padda. Yeah, man, with Padda, here's what happened with Padda. I told him I'm gonna send that, and I sent that to him. You know the problem? They returned that back to me. The Padda shipping, the Padda shipping cost me, and he don't pay for that. I pay for that. I mean, $73, and after 17 days they returned that back to me. And here's the not the problem. I say the truth. When I ship sales, I tell the truth. I'm sending sales, and I have to declare that, and I have to say the truth. And the problem is, no, they do not. They do not, man. That was I mean, because they consider that it's not their fault. So I lost that money. Same with Canada. I have like four shipment return. And at Canada, they cost me sometime 50, $60, and I lose that money. Yep. That's why I removed Canada, because until we don't resolve the problem with the shipping, I'm not gonna put it back because I'm losing money. I mean, with that. So with Padda, they return me the package 17 days after. The problem is, here's the problem. If I don't say in the package that there are cells inside, it's gonna make it. I can deliver that, no problem. But if something happened with those cells that cause a fire or something, I'm gonna lose my store. I lose everything. I mean, if they can sue me because I don't say the truth. I mean, when you ship something, you need to say the truth. Uh, Buddy, there's a God looking at us. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. And if I can ship it in the correct way, I will do it. I mean, the incorrect way, I rather don't not do it. So, and that what's happened. That what's happened. So I still, I mean, trying to get there's a certification I get to get. That is not easy. I believe there's some Iran strike ground with this one. Yeah, exactly, doesn't worth it, man. Doesn't worth it. Can you imagine it? Because I want to make money to sell something cheaper than lie. Something happen and you lose everything. No, doesn't worth it. I have a family to support. I mean, and period. There is a God looking at us. I mean, it's not just that. It's do everything in the body. Hey, I sleep well every night. I sleep well every. I don't lie in my taxes. I don't lie in anything. I mean, I'm clear and I can die today, and I don't have anything in my conscience that, I mean, it's gonna prevent me from, because I try to do everything by the book. I mean, nobody is perfect again, but I at least, while it's in my control, I'm gonna do everything right. So that's, yeah, that what's happened with Padda. So I was able to ship few to Steven in Canada. Uh, and man, I feel bad with that. I mean, I promised that to him, but he understood because he have the all the evidence that I shipped that to him, the tracking number and all that, and yeah, they returned that back. So um, yeah, man. Hey, and you sleep without problem in your conscience. That's the best way to be. I mean, even again in everything, in taxes, in everything, man. So, all right, man, buddy. I don't take more time for you guys. I have to finish with the printers. I have to finish with the Aventon pack. I mean, I'm gonna take a break now, but then I'm gonna keep going until 4 a.m. something like that. There's a bunch of things I have to do. All right, guys. Hey, thank you for supporting me to be here. Thank you for supporting the store. I mean, which you are supporting me with the store and the Facebook group. I really appreciate you guys. I mean, that you are still in here. And again, I'm gonna bring the best from me. Again, someone is interested in that build from the pack. Send me a message. I give you a better discount than what the store has. And with the copper and all that, I mean, I still have to cut a bunch of them. So, yeah, thank you, man. Thank you, everybody. Thank you again. I mean, I cannot be more happy from you guys. Yep. Take care, Benji. Hey, stay in touch, buddy. All right. Hey, click the notification bell in the YouTube. Share the contents if you like it, man. And another thing is, if you receive product from me, I really appreciate if you fill the survey. I mean, the rating, to give surveys from my products. I really appreciate that. I mean, you can go to the store, for example, if you bought a product from me, and you can feel the rating, and all that in the product. And the system is gonna allow you to post if you bought from me with verified status. Okay, that really helps. I mean, appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right, all right. See you tomorrow. I have to edit the video, post more videos, in the how to. I did everything. Kevin, man, I haven't seen you. Thank you for stopping here. All right, take care and have a good night, everybody. All right, have a good one.